my goodness, trying to manifest while you're burnt out is no joke. And trust me, I've been there before. So let's get into it so that we can take you from survival mode to overflow. My name is Giselle Baumet. I'm a neuroscience master's grad candidate. I get to work with these amazing women every single day who are part of my neural spiritual method mastermind. If you want to get a taste for what that's like, join my free community and start the 14-day challenge. That's going to give you tasters, like appetizers of what it's like to do the kind of work that creates abundance in your life. So let's talk about burnout. And in particularly, let's talk about women reaching burnout. But your life is still not looking the way that you desire it to look. And you're doing so much. I'm not talking about just manifestation. You're probably launching a business in some way, or you're desiring to launch it, or you're like, it's been launched and it's not making me the money that I desire. For some of you, you are making money, but it's feeling like you have to work hard for it. You're literally burning out as you're building your empire. When you're burning out, when your nervous system is reaching capacity, your prefrontal cortex, it goes offline. It can't. It just goes offline. So there goes your clever decision making. There goes your creativity. There goes your new ideas and ways to approach things. You're just threading water there with your prefrontal cortex at that point. So it's self-defeating. And instead, it's your amygdala that starts to take over. So it's your fear and your survival mode that is overriding everything. So that's why you can't focus. That's why everything feels overwhelming. That's why you're having doubts. That's why the fears are creeping in. And no amount of those positive affirmations is going to override this, even though I know you're trying it. Let me know already if this relates. And if it does, my love, subscribe to this channel. I create master learnings for you twice a week, for you in particular. And also, have you heard about the too much loop? Again, women in particular, because you're amazing. You do a lot. You do too much. And so you get into this too much loop where you're producing too much. You're doing everything and anything. There's a challenge, you're going to do it. There's an affirmation, you're going to take it. There's a technique, you're going to try it. Too much loop. And my love, you don't need to do more. You need to feel safer. So here's what I would do instead. Again, with everything that I know about nervous system regulation, neuroscience, and decoding your subconscious reprogramming, this is what I would do today if I was manifesting while exhausted. First thing, I would regulate first, manifest later. And here's what I mean. Your body needs to feel safe in order to receive all that abundance that you are manifesting. So I would start each day with a simple nervous system regulation reset. Sit upright if you can, feet flat if you're able to. Release your shoulders, maybe a couple of neck rolls, and let the seat take your weight. Sink down a little bit. And then all you're going to do is you're just going to inhale through your nose for a count of 4. And then you're going to exhale for about a count of 6 to 8. And then you'll just repeat that for about 3 minutes. We're building capacity here. We're creating a calm and abundant flow. The second thing that you're going to do right after that is you're going to shift your identity, not just your vibe. Manifestation is not just fake it till you make it or acting as if. We're going to embody the new identity of the version of you that you desire to be. When I used to get burnt out, I didn't say things like, I am abundant, because I knew my whole body would just reject that. So I would say things like, what identity does my body believe is safe to be right now? Because if my whole system actually believed that staying broke is safe for me, as a protective mechanism, and I say things like, I'm abundant, my body is going to reject even receiving that abundance. You have to rewire it gently. Maybe your body instead can believe that it is safe for you to receive money even while you're working. Maybe your body can believe right now, okay, we're talking about gentle resets. Now, before we move on to the third step, which is so important, if you haven't subscribed, Do it now. Start that momentum of saying to the universe, I'm aligning with people that are going to give me integrative, practical ways to not just manifest with techniques, but to change who I am through decoding my subconscious, stabilizing my nervous system, and repatterning my brain. The third step is you're going to reduce input to expand output. You don't need more information. You don't need more manifestation tools. You need less noise and more inner peace. When you're exhausted, when you're reaching burnout, we're going to reduce the chatter. I want you to unsubscribe from accounts that just tire you out or give you negative feelings or make you feel a certain kind of way. You're going to reduce overconsumption of content. You're going to stop the tasks that you think you should be doing. And any energy draining conversations, we're reducing those. Every time that you release something that is overwhelming you, you're going to receive what actually would increase your frequency. And then instead of big manifestation things, we're going to do micro things. You're going to write one thing that you're grateful for each day. You're going to visualize for maybe 30 seconds while you're brushing your teeth. And personally, I would whisper one affirmation while I'm looking at myself in the mirror anyway, and I would say something like, I'm open to receive. There was a time when I was so depleted that honestly, I would wake up tired and I would cry from the overwhelm. My nervous system was at capacity. It just couldn't hold more. I was trying way too many things. I definitely didn't know the things that I know today. Because if I did, I would have done things differently. But I did know that rest is liberation. So I took off so many things off my plate. I did everything that I'm telling you to do. And I started to manifest from an overflow. And it wasn't because I pushed harder at all. Manifestation is easy. Manifesting money is easy. I implement my own program. I do decoding, stabilizing, repattering on a continuous basis. And it's made me someone that I am money. Money comes through me. And this is the same things that I coach on and I teach in my mastermind. Because just like me, you're meant to have an impact. And I want to see you having that impact in the world. But I want to see you doing it with ease, calmness, peace, abundance, and deep rest. If this has resonated, comment below and let me know, what are you taking away from this video and how are you implementing it into your life starting today? Because you are majestic. You're so much more powerful than you realize, and I cannot wait for you to realize it.